Take two. Anyway, I don't want to be bald, or do I ever want to experience being bald ever again? Because it gave me a bit of PTSD because my fucking, being like skin tight bald, where everybody could slap the top of your head and you can hear like a vibration and a frequency of somebody get smacked. It leaves like an echoing sound. Because I remember in primary, I was like bald, didn't have any hair, like everybody else who was like my age. It was either a buzz cut or skin tight, baldy. Look like baldy's basic, cue bald looking ass niggas. But I remember like being bald and being like surrounded by other bald people in my class, and also not the majority of the school, maybe like 75% was bald, the other 25% had like hair. I'm talking about the male section. Like I remember the time where I was sitting down having a laugh with my friends, then suddenly, whap, slap that echoed around the classroom. Somebody got smacked on the top of the head, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was like, we were, young, immature. We were all laughing. Like, I don't. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna be next. So basically, we just hit each other's heads when we were bald just to see the echoing sound, and also that created some scaredness, like being terrified about, being bald and whatnot. I don't understand why we had those. I think we still have that, obsession of, smacking somebody's bald head. But as we grow older, we start, having like restraint from smacking somebody's head because we might get beat up or arrested. But anywho, neither here or there. I don't see like why our parents, mostly our dads and moms, but mainly our dads, force us to go bald. Cause, bro, tell me why. I remember this instance where I was going to the barber shop. You know, I was trying to, get like a low cut, haircut. Not like a taper fade because taper fades went popular, like currently right now. Like when I was like young, I wanted to, get like a shortcut because I didn't want to, get smacked on my head. Then suddenly my mom told me that I'm gonna get bald out and gonna get my ass whooped. I was like, should I get the ass whooping or should I get bald? Because if I chose to get the ass whooping, I'm still gonna go bald. So I chose bald because I was like, okay, mom gonna beat me. I don't want to get her any trouble. And I was like, damn, bro, I don't really want to keep my hair. Because right now, I keep my hair. I love my hair. I love having, afro type hair, bro. I love afros. And then the older, group of men who think that having like a hair is gonna be like troubling and destructive or being like a burden on your head. It's a 50-50, being honest, because you can decide if you wanna cut your hair like every other 2 weeks, 2 months. But you being bald, you're gonna have to cut your hair like every month because our hair grows fast as people. So you gotta shave your head bald every freaking month. Where somebody with hair can decide when to cut their hair. Because most people who are like older, I'm talking about, the men's side, don't got a choice being bald. Because tell me why I see like a 18-year-old having, being bald. Like losing like hair and whatnot. Bro has like a chrome dome open, like bro. I was like, jeez Louise, bro. And bro always wore his, cap on top of his head. So I was like, I guess. Because I didn't know bro was basically hat fishing, you know. Because I was like, whoa, bro is bald. Because I remember, teacher told me, no, not told him, me, told him to remove his, beanie off the top of his head. And he was bald. I was like, damn, bro. Bro is might be stressed out. I was like, bro, that's crazy. Wouldn't that happen to me though? Because I love my hair, bro. And genetics is crazy, but I don't see why black parents had like a beef with having like keeping your hair or making your hair longer. I think it's because you're gonna be deemed as a quote unquote criminal, misbehaving, and basically a troublemaker if you kept your hair. Because I think it's gonna be also troubling because I don't even see you don't even see criminals having like long type of hair or a lot of hair because you mainly see people criminals who are either bald or they have a crazy cuts. But and then I realized to myself, I'm like, it's not really that. It's just that you want to be acceptable by a majority of people who are either too scared to cut their hair or too scared to be themselves because they're gonna either be judged by other people or judged by their parents or people around them. And we gotta stop lying to ourselves saying that, hey, bro, cutting your hair means you're gonna be, it's a new chapter in life. In actuality, bro, you just wanna cut your hair. It's nothing that deep. It's not, bro, I don't need to see, a status of you showing yourself saying that after you cutting your hair, you're bald, you're saying like, new beginnings, whatever. Like, bro, shut the hell up. You just cut your hair. Nobody gives a damn. Relax. But then I realized there's another side. I'm like, oh, it's because you want to look like quote unquote presentable to other people and other workers in the workforce. Where I'm like, I guess, but those are like, standards that we ourselves never had, you know, back in the day. Nah, why am I talking like I'm a freaking old person? Yeah, I'm talking about like back in the olden days, before we even knew how to have any barbershops and whatever, we used to keep our hair. We used to let our hair get longer and longer and longer. And it used to be cool. We don't care, bro. Like, but then now suddenly now we have to cut our hair to a short just to look like another sheep in a pile of, in a herd. You're gonna be looking like a sheep in part of a herd and whatnot. Which I'm not like not that bad because yes, some people do deserve to get a haircut and whatnot. But me personally, I'm like, nah, I wanna grow out my shit, bro. I wanna swing my hair back and forth. I wanna like go like you know what I'm saying? I wanna look like Gru's brother from Despicable Me 3. Yeah, Despicable Me 3. Go like just like wow my hair like relax. But I wanna go do that with my hair. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, okay, maybe it's because my hair type because I have like a 4C type of hair because my hair is naturally super curly, so it's gonna be hard for me to maintain and go hair care products and whatnot. That's why people opt to either relaxing their hair, wearing weaves, hair implants. Where I'm like, whoa, bro. Oh, hair extensions. Which I'm like, hair extensions, it's fine, but sometimes those type of things you're trying to hide your natural beauty as a person with naturally curly hair because you don't see other people or other races being like, okay, I'm not gonna let me wear a hair type color or a hair shape or whatever. They just rock the natural shit. I think it's us, we aren't taught to actually maintain your hair because if you actually maintain your hair it's gonna take like maybe an hour or 30 minutes, I don't know, because I remember one time wasn't during the last week it took me like an hour to remove all the joint hair, the curled up hair. I had to remove them. I was like seeing chunks on the floor. I'm like, oh my god. I was being surprised. I saw like chunks on the floor of my hair. But then I'm like, okay, this is actually. Then I felt my hair being soft. I'm like, sacrifices had to be made that day. But yeah, I think that we aren't taught to take care of our hair, to actually love our hair too, because you see people straightening their hair using chemicals products to make their hair look straight and white and whatever. But I see it as a way of self hatred and whatnot because you should rock your natural hair. It's your natural beauty. It's your natural state of appearance and what makes people attracted to you because you yourself are actually a beautiful person and your hair is a symbol of that beauty as well because you can't change your hair to be because it's a high maintenance or how long it's gonna be. It's fine as long as the end result you look beautiful. It doesn't matter. Even also for the guys, Rock your hair. Nah, not actually for the guys. Guys either go bald, taper fade, so it's not that deep for them. Mainly for the girls, bro, just rock your beautiful hair, bro. You don't have to straighten it just to look like it's gonna be easy. Don't wear weaves too because you want to hide your, afro and your curls. Bro, just rock your hair. Like it's not that deep. It's never that deep because in the end of the day, it's your hair, but you have to actually take care of your hair because relaxing your hair, you're gonna get like cancer or something because of the chemical products that they. I don't see why people don't actually read the products because those things do cause cancer when you try to relax your hair to make it look quote unquote better by making it straight. Because in the end of the day, you're just ruining a natural gift that you were given by God, your parents, your mother, your grandmother, whatever, father too. I don't know. Some people get like big ass foreheads too. Like yo, oh yeah. Also, being bald is good for hiding your big ass forehead because if your forehead starts here or something going bald, people are gonna be like, it's fine. He a bald ass nigga. But oh my god, bro, that's a lot of hate, bro. That's a lot of hate, bro. Like oh my god. But just rock your natural hair and your natural beauty because it's something that it stays with you until you grow older. You don't have to, make your hair look like somebody else's. Just love your hair, love your natural curls, your natural afro. Love the styles that we fucking designed for adapting to those type of hair shapes and hair shades and hair types because yeah, we have like one of the most strongest type of hairstyles, but it makes us unique because if you want to look like another sheep in the herd, you're gonna be eaten by a wolf at the end of the day. I don't know why I said that analogy like it's gonna be deep. I don't know why, but that's the end of the video. More of the story: love your hair, rock it, you're beautiful, and don't go bald by trying products or having a lot of stress. Take care of your health. This is Matt signing out.